Well, Coach, I know this isn't a off time really for you guys, despite not having a game this week. But how you feel your group has been able to handle, of course, what's a heavy academic week, but also you don't want to stop building off of what was great momentum of your win against Wright State.
Always academics first. It's across the board at Indiana State. We take that personally as well. So we're focusing on that. We were able to get healthy, get Tyreek, Sewell back in here practicing. But the big thing is focus on your finals, finish up strong. Everybody's in great shape, but we want to give them plenty of time to do that. And you come in here when you cross the lines, that's your sanctuary. You take a little break from the academic grind and get in here and work. We shortened up practices a little bit, and coaches can go recruiting this weekend, having a little break. But all in all, they've been pretty good.
With the break, how do you make sure that you maintain that applied pressure, for lack of a better phrase, of what's gotten you guys to the point where you've been able to rattle off 5 in a row, and make sure that you maximize and get better during this time and not digress?
Well, especially in the last 2 weeks, over for the last couple of games, our practice has been better. Guys have been really getting after each other in practice, not like they were poor before, but if you really amp up that competitiveness and practice every day, it certainly shows in how you're playing. And I just really commend the leadership. JB's been terrific with his leadership. I think Coop and Tyreek have both been doing a great job with their communication with our team, and they're holding each other accountable.
What are the areas in practice where you can tell that they've been getting better, and what are those signs to you of when you look throughout your practice and you can differentiate of where you're looking for and why you're starting to reap those benefits?
We're not getting quiet. We're not having bad days. I saw Archie Miller talking about his team the other night, how quiet they were when adversity hits them, and we've had that. You've heard me say that plenty. The leadership, they're not allowing them to do that, and I commend our freshmen for the mentality they have, and they're no longer freshmen anymore because they're playing so much. But as a whole, it's been a really good group.
You brought up, I know, on multiple different platforms since Tyreek's injury and how he's doing. Just overall, how has he been progressing back into practice? He still looked like he went through a heavyweight fight.
Yeah, he hates not being in here going full bore, so he had to take a day or two off, get the stitches to settle. He went without contact yesterday, and then he was full go today. Looks like a normal Tyreek.
And how Sewell progressed in terms of being able to get him back into the fold?
Connor's done a great job with him. Had to get rest because you got to get the soreness, the stiffness, and the swelling out of that hip. It's not the same injury that he had, type of injury that he had his surgery on. But we worked him back in today, and he got some live work in today. So hopefully, knock on wood, both those guys will be good going into next week.
Every game is obviously important, especially when you get at home, but knowing there are 2 opportunities at home, and for folks in Terre Haute to be able to come out and see you guys during the holidays.
Yeah, that's what you want. This is a great time. You get your finals over with, and it's just basketball. It's just you and your teammates. I always say it's the best time of the year because you don't have classes, and it's like you're a pro. And the guys have been playing hard. I think people are excited. We had put together a little streak here, but the biggest thing is continuing to get better, and going into that next game is we got to continue to improve.
I know it's something I ask you a lot too, and you mentioned in terms of improvement, but how much joy you have being around these guys. I know if the fans come out and they see your team play, I'm sure they're going to have just as much as excitement as you do, Coach.
Yeah, I love being around them. I mean, this is we say family and we mean family. That's what we talk about when we're recruiting them. We recruit high character, good guys. So it's fun. I love practices, just being around the guys. It's a good group. It's a loose group, very confident group, but they know when it's time to work as well. So I think the fans are going to like them. I know they like them as young men, and hopefully we can keep competing at a high level and giving them good shows here in the Holman Center.
Briefly, the biggest challenge Tennessee State's going to have for you first next week?
Oh, they're so fast. I mean, it's like a track team. They're very fast, very athletic, get after you aggressively, defensively, and doing some different things. So we'll start working on them here come tomorrow and this weekend.